O eto na mga kababayan, nag-uumpisa na ng botohan sa Senado mga kababayan. Unang-unang magbibigay ng boto, Cayetano.
Mr. President, sabi po ng preamble ng Philippine Constitution, we the sovereign Filipino people, imploring the aid of Almighty God in order to build a just and humane society and establish a government that shall embody our ideals and aspirations, promote the common good, conserve and develop our patrimony, and secure to ourselves and our posterity the blessing of independence and democracy.
Diretso na, ano lang boto mo kay Tano?
The rule of law, a regime of truth, justice, freedom, love, equality, peace, do ordain and promulgate this Constitution. Nanumpa po tayo na susundin natin tong Constitution na to. Madali pong sumumpa, mahirap to pa rin. Madali pong sumumpa na susundin kung naniniwala tayo sa desisyon. Paano kung hindi tayo naniniwala sa desisyon? Paano kung ang tinatanggal ngayong hapon na to ay si President Marcos at ayaw kong maging presidente si Vice President Sara Duterte? Will I have the courage to follow the same decision?
Wala.
That is the test I apply to myself today. Tinignan ko po ang Supreme Court decision. Solid po. Hindi nito inaalis ang kapangyarihan sa House to initiate impeachment. February 6 po, sigurado yan. In fact, before February 6, may quadcom na, magiging glorieta na yan soon.
Glorieta.
Tuloy-tuloy po yan, yung mga investigasyon na yon. Kasi ganun ang politika sa Pilipinas. I hope yung sa baha, imbestigahan din. I hope yung sa corruption, sa smuggling, sa karami-rami nating utang. Not only this administration, last administration, 10 administrations. We in this room are all for accountability. But tama yung Supreme Court sa tamang panahon, tamang proseso. Jeremiah 29:11 tells us, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future. Plano ng Diyos, pagpalain tayo. Pero plano
sana
ng Diyos,
diretsyo na magboto mga kababayan.
So, I remember
para
this
mas
episode,
mabilis.
I think it was in Twilight Zone, and it was also many times portrayed on television.
24 pa kayo
What
kay
if
Tano.
Nakilala mo si Hitler when he was 6 years old or when he was a baby, papatayin mo ba siya? I think even sa psychology
paano
or
si BBM
philosophy
nakilala
classes,
natin nung ano pa siya
tinatanong
kuting?
ko ng mga professors, what if you had that unique opportunity, nakatabi mo si Hitler nung 6 years old siya, papatayin mo ba siya? Ang hirap sagutin nun. Of course, for us who believe that thou shall not murder, ang sagot madali. But what if you could have prevented the worst human rights violations in the world, the Holocaust?
Pantasya naman yan.
What if you could have prevented such fire of fascism that it actually swept, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, nag-Time Magazine of the Year pa si Hitler.
Time Magazine
I wonder what our answer is. But I know my answer here today. If you kill Hitler when you are 6 years old, if you justify the ends by the means, you will create more Hitlers. So if the Vice President is guilty, dapat po siya ay i-impeach. Pero sa tamang panahon at
sa
tamang proseso.
Paraan.
Nagsalita ng Korte Suprema na mali ang proseso, mali ang panahon. But yun po, Mr. President, sana kung ano ang discussion since February 5 dito na nakatuon kay Vice President Sara Duterte, sana kung sino ang guilty sa mga baha, ganun din tayo. Hindi naman siguro si Sara ang gumawa ng mga baha. Sana po kung ano ang cause ng pagkabansot or stunting, yung corruption. Ganun din, araw-araw talagang wag natin tantanan. Lastly, Mr. President,
bakit umabot ka sa baha?
may I make an appeal to the media, our friends, the vloggers, yung iba nandito, political analysts, advocates, school deans, etc. Nakalagay kasi dito, we all agree on a regime of truth. Parati na lang ang vloggers ang nasasabihan na fake news. Alam niyo po, marami tayong political analyst ngayon. Di naman sila analyst eh. Ang ibig sabihin ng analyst provides objective, non-partisan, data-driven explanation of political events, systems, and trends. Ang ibig sabihin naman ng advocate, champions a specific cause, policy, or interest group to influence public opinion and policy decisions in favor of their positions. Wala namang masama dun eh. So kung ikaw ay advocate, sabihin mo na lang. Pero mag-a-appear ka sa TV, magpapa-interview ka, sasabihin mo political analyst. Pero gusto mo lang bata mo maging presidente,
propagandist.
Nililito mo pa ang tao eh. Ganon din po, ilan beses kami binugbog dito nung iba na ang sabi, bawal daw ang isang senator judge na mag-move to dismiss. Pero sila din ngayon ang nagsasabi sa mga senator judge, mag-MR kayo sa Supreme Court. Saka kayo nakakita na hindi pwede mag-motion to dismiss? Judges dismisses cases because of no jurisdiction. Ang CA, 3 sila o 5. Hindi nyo lang nakikita sa publiko at hindi sila mag-move kasi sila lang nag-uusap. Ang Supreme Court, hindi ba dinismiss nila? Hindi ba sinabi nila no jurisdiction? Tayo kasi dito nag-usap sa hall na to. So natural, hindi naman pwedeng si Senator Batorni ay tumingin lang sa akin tapos maisip niya, dismiss. Walang manifestation dito na hindi sinasabi. My point, Mr. President, is that yung sinabi ni Mahatma Gandhi nangyayari na sa Pilipinas.
Umabot na kay Mahatma.
Sabi ni Mahatma Gandhi, if it's an eye for an eye, the whole world will go blind. Let's make our stand. Ilang beses ko narinig dito sa hall na to, ang taong bayan, ang taong bayan, ang taong bayan. Hindi ba naman lahat naman tayo halal ng taong bayan di ba? Hindi ba pwedeng sabihin ko na lang ang opinion ni Alan Cayetano? Isa lang naman ako Ang opinion ni Joel Villanueva. Ang opinion ni Mocha Uson, isa lang naman siya. Pero yung sabihin ko sa inyo, guys, ang opinion ng civil society, ang opinion ng masa, ang opinion ng taong bayan,
ang opinion ni Risa Ontiveros.
Are we not overstepping and are we not confusing rather than enlightening our political processes? Yes, you might think this is a different Alan Cayetano from the impeachment of President Estrada, impeachment of President Arroyo, impeachment of yung hindi natuloy na impeachment kay CJ Davide, sa impeachment ni CJ Corona. But aren't we supposed to be wiser? At hindi ba tama naman yung sinabi ng Supreme Court? Dapat may impeachment pero hindi dapat gamitin ito ng magkalaban lang sa politika. Ayaw natin maging presidente si Vice President Sara, talunin nyo na lang sa 2028. Ngayon, kung talagang may ginawa siyang masama, i-impeach pero sa tamang paraan. I apologize if I'm emotional on this issue, but hindi tayo makawala Ang daming mas importanteng issue, pero nakapako tayo sa issue na to. Thank you, dear colleagues, and thank you
ang boto mo?
For the opportunity to share my thoughts on this. So, I vote for the motion of Senator Marcoleta.
Yes!
I will proceed.
May one na.
Cayetano Pia.
Isa. Diretso na. Ang dami pang sinasabi nito. Ayan na, sigurado na si Jinggoy ha. At saka si Zubiri dahil na sila nagkumustahan na sila.
Thank you. Why are we here today? Why do I have to cast my
vote? Na naman.
It is because a group of citizens, including the members of the House of Representatives, exercised the right to impeach an impeachable officer. Under the Constitution, there are 2 ways to file a verified complaint for impeachment. Article 11, Section 3.2 by any member of the House of Representatives or by any citizen, and Article 11, Section 3.4 by one-third of all members of the House of Representatives upon a verified complaint or resolution. There were 4 impeachment complaints filed: December 2, December 4, the 3rd on December 19th, and the 4th complaint was endorsed by 215 members of the House on February 5, the last day. On February 18, 2025, Vice President Sara Duterte filed a case with the Supreme Court to question procedural and substantive due process. Her arguments: the House of Representatives circumvented the constitutional 1-year ban rule on initiating impeachment proceedings. I won't go into the details, Mr. President, but I will submit my full speech into the record. Vice President Sara's prayer was for the Supreme Court to issue a TRO as well as a writ of preliminary injunction to enjoin all respondents from proceeding with the impeachment trial. After proper proceedings, issue a final injunction, nullify and set aside the 4th impeachment complaint, declare the 1-year bar to be applicable from the filing of the 1st impeachment complaint, declare the 4th impeachment complaint to be violative of the 1-year bar under Section 3.5, Article 11 of the Constitution. Sa madaling salita, ang prayer po ni Vice President Duterte ay pigilan ang impeachment proceedings dito sa Senado. In the comments of the HOR, they argued the complaint is not barred for the following reasons. None of the first 3 impeachment complaints were referred to the House Committee on Justice, which effectively ended the initiation process. And 2, Petitioner Duterte is stopped from questioning the freezing of the first 3 impeachment complaints for not immediately assailing it. Ano naman ang sinabi ng Supreme Court? The Supreme Court said the
Alam
articles of impeachment transmitted by the HOR to the Senate based on the fourth impeachment complaint is barred by the one-year rule under Article 11, Section 3.5. It is also constitutionally infirm and therefore null and void ab initio. Ang ibig pong sabihin, hindi na dapat ituloy pa ang impeachment proceeding na ito dahil ang impeachment complaint na isinumite ay labag sa one-year bar rule na nakasaad sa Constitution. Ang probisyong ito ay naglalagay ng limitasyon na isang impeachment complaint lamang ang maaring maisulong sa loob ng 1 taon. Dahil sa paglabag na ito, ang impeachment complaint na ito ay itinuturing na labag sa Constitution at walang bisa mula sa simula o tinatawag na null and void ab initio. Mahaba po yung diskusyon ng Supreme Court dyan. Makikita ho yan dun sa kaso. Doon na lang ho sa isusumiti ko. Mababasa po doon yung in-emphasize ko na provisions.
And then?
So in final, sabi ng Supreme Court, the Senate did not acquire jurisdiction to constitute itself as an impeachment court. And this decision is immediately executory. Ano ho ba ang ibig sabihin ng immediately executory? Ibig sabihin po ito na notwithstanding the filing of a motion for reconsideration by the House, the Supreme Court's decision is immediately executory such that the MR will not stay the decision. Katulad po ng sinabi ko kanina dun sa press briefing ng Supreme Court after mag-file ng motion for reconsideration ang House of Representatives, inulit pa rin ng Supreme Court na immediately executory po ito. Ano ba talaga ang karapatan ng Supreme Court na makialam dito sa impeachment case na ito?
Hindi yan nakikialam.
Na judicial powers ng Supreme Court.
Pinlaro lang sa inyo.
The Constitution expressly grants judicial power to our Supreme Court. Article 8, Section 1 of the Constitution provides that judicial power includes the determination of whether or not there has been a grave abuse of discretion amounting to lack or excess of jurisdiction on the part of any branch or instrumentality of government. Sinabi po dito, any branch, kasama po dyan ang Senado, pwedeng sabihin ng Supreme Court na may grave abuse ang Senado. Pwedeng sabihin yon. Pwede niya rin sabihin sa House yon. Pwede niyang sabihin sa kahit anong branch of government. Yan po ang nakasulat sa ating Constitution. In Francisco versus House of Representatives, the Supreme Court ruled that, and the judiciary in turn with the Supreme Court as the final arbiter effectively checks the other departments in the exercise of its power to determine the law, and hence to declare executive and legislative acts void if violative of the Constitution. So sinabi talaga dito, possible na ang Executive Act, ang Legislative Act ay maging void. In case of conflict, the Judicial Department is the only constitutional organ which can be called upon to determine the proper allocation of powers between the several departments and among the integral or constituent units thereof. The House of Representatives urged the Supreme Court to exercise judicial restraint. Sabi ng House, hinay-hinay lang, Supreme Court, so that you can avoid encroaching upon the powers of the legislature and violating the principle of separation of powers. However, the Supreme Court in Duterte versus HREP held that there is a clear and demonstrable textual commitment in the Constitution for the court to act on any grave abuse of discretion of any branch or instrumentality of government. This includes the House of Representatives or the Senate in their exercise of their prerogatives with respect to the process of impeachment. Grave abuse of discretion from the provision does not mean actions without jurisdiction. It includes acts which originally may have been within their discretion, but subsequently the subject of a violation of a constitutional right. This is what is meant by excess of jurisdiction. This court does not decide whether and when to initiate a case of impeachment. However, the court has the power to decide how the provisions which limit the exercise are to be interpreted. On due process, numerous Supreme Court decisions expound on procedural due process in various contexts. These cases underscore the Supreme Court's enduring commitment to uphold procedural due process as a safeguard against arbitrary government action. Bakit po pumasok itong issue na due process? Kasi sinabi ng Supreme Court, hindi naman nagkaroon ng pagkakataon ang Vice President na makita ang complaint sa kanya, hindi rin nakita ang mga ebidensya. Due process exists kahit saan daw pong parte ng paggogobyerno natin. Based on the decision, in order to proceed with the impeachment proceedings, the House prosecutors must show not only a valid ground thereof, but also that procedural due process has properly been observed, as this safeguards individuals from the arbitrary exercise of government power by requiring adherence to fair procedures. As such, when there is a violation of due process as enshrined under the Constitution, the case must be dismissed.
And then?
Kailangan ba ng Senado sumunod sa Korte Suprema?
Natural.
Sinabi ko po at uulitin ko na ang sabi ng Korte Suprema, void ab initio nga po ang kaso. Walang bisa. In Latin, void ab initio means void from the beginning. Sa umpisa pa
Abogado
lang.
ito mga kababayan. So klaro na ang
It indicates that something
Boto
was
nito.
never valid or legally effective from its inception, rather than becoming invalid at a later point in time. So sa umpisa pa lang, invalid. Hindi siya
Invalid.
naging invalid later on, invalid siya sa umpisa pa lang. Absolutely non-existence from the very beginning. Yan ang ibig sabihin ng ab initio.
Non-existent.
Null and void. It produces no rights, imposes no duties, and affords no protection. It has no legal effect. It is, in legal contemplation, inoperative, as if it has not been passed. As such, it cannot justify an official act taken under it. Yun po ang basihan ng aking desisyon. It cannot justify an official act taken under it. Hindi ho pwede nating pasukin. Gustuhin man natin alamin. Kapareho ho ako ng napakaraming kababayan natin na gusto nating alamin kung ano ba ang mga issue na to. Pero sabi ng Supreme Court, hindi ho natin pwedeng gawin yon. We have to follow the rules. At idadagdag ko, na ang sinabi nga ng Supreme Court ay ito ay immediately executory.
Executory and final.
Again, the
Therefore,
decision stated the Senate did not acquire
What's your
jurisdiction
vote?
to convene itself as an impeachment court. As such, there is no constitutional authority to even convene as an impeachment court. I am a member of the Senate and I am a lawyer. I am bound by my solemn oath. Nag-oath po tayo last week lang. Ang sabi dun sa oath, I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability the duties of my position. Ginusto ko ba to? Do I want to be a judge here? Hindi po. Nung nag-aral po ako ng law, sabi ko, Lord, wag niyo akong gawing judge. I hate being a judge. Malambot po ang puso ko. Kung pwede, lahat innocent. Yun ho ang gagawin ko.
Paano
Kasi
kung
napakahirap humusga ng
si
ibang
Tambalos-los
tao.
ang humarap?
But this is my solemn duty. It is my duty. I took an oath. And therefore, gustuhin ko man o hindi, I have to make a decision.
Sige na,
And
dito na.
binabase ko ang aking desisyon kung ano
Korte
ang
Suprema.
sinabi ng Supreme Court. Yun naman po aming lawyer's oath. I do solemnly swear that I accept the honor, the privilege, duty, and responsibility of practicing law in the Philippines as an officer of the court in the interest of our people. I declare fealty to the Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines. Idudugtong ko yung oath na yon dun sa sinabi ng Supreme Court na kailangan sundin ang Constitution. At siya ho ang magpapaliwanag kung paano i-interpret ang Constitution. My duty as a senator and as a lawyer is to be guided by evidence, by the rule of law, and by the principles enshrined in our Constitution. For these reasons, Mr. President, I cast my vote as yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Pia Cayetano.
Yes ha, kay Marcoleta mga kababayan na motion ni Marcoleta na hindi ba nila mga kababayan instead na dismiss, i-archive, meaning papatayin na muna mga kababayan. Ikakaban.